Hello everyone, welcome to the live class. So guys, today we are gonna have another very important session in which we are gonna discuss some more very important concepts for your upcoming CSIR NET Physics exam, GATE Physics exam. Even this session is gonna be helpful for all other similar exams as well, because these topics which we will cover in this session today are gonna be very important ones for the similar exams, for PhD entrance exams, okay, or MSc entrance exam too. You may find the help from this video. So let me know once in the comments that is everything all right your side, the video is clear, even the audio is clear and everything all right or not. I'm just going to check your comments once and we'll continue the discussion after that. So please let me know once in the comments that is everything all right or not. Please mention once in the comments and we will continue the discussion. There are different methods which we will cover up in this session today. Okay, so we are just gonna start the discussion about it. Waiting for your comment. Didn't get anybody's message yet or the comments here. Is everything all right your side? Audio clear? Video fine? Okay, that's very good, Nargis. That's good. Okay, that's good. So we can start the discussion and I'm just gonna start the discussion now. Just a second. And thank you so much, Nargis, for letting me know. Clear. So guys, if I'm gonna talk about the CSIR NET Physics exam, we are gonna have different sections, okay, in the exam, part B and part C. So if I'm gonna talk about the numerical techniques topic, we are generally gonna get the questions in part C from this particular topic, okay, and which means our questions will be 5 marks questions. And which means if you are able to solve the questions based on this topic for your one correct answer, you will get the 5 marks. And if you will check out the previous year questions based on this topic which have been asked in the previous years, you will find they are quite easy, they are quite simple, even less time taking. So the type of expressions they give, the type of question they give, they are gonna be quite like simple, and which makes everything easy, okay. ICSC, this is the live session. It's not pre-recorded session, so it is live session going on right now. Clear? So if I'm gonna talk about the different methods which we are gonna consider in this video, in this session today, so it's gonna be bisection method, then we will talk about Newton-Raphson method, then we will talk about Newton's forward difference method, then we will talk about trapezoidal rule, then we will talk about Simpson's 1/3 rule, then we will talk about Simpson's 3/8 rule. So these are the different methods I'm gonna cover in this video, in this session today, okay. And I hope if you are gonna watch it till the end, you will get every method clearly and you will be able to solve any such related question, okay, on your own. Clear? So let's talk about our first method which we are gonna consider here, that is bisection method. But even before starting the discussion about it, guys, I'm gonna show you some of the slides, okay, quickly, like I'm just gonna tell you about few things. So the first one is, if you want to attend the more regular live classes by the top educators we are having on Unacademy Plus for your upcoming exam preparation, then you can take the Unacademy Plus subscription. Also guys, there are so many important courses by the top educators which are going on Unacademy Plus right now. So if you will take the subscription with the guidance of the top educators and with this all important courses, you will be able to prepare very well and you will be able to take your preparation to a very good level. Along with that, by using and by applying the referral code which is Anjali A Live or Anjali Arora, by using any one of the referral codes, you will get the 10% discount in the total Unacademy Plus subscription amount. Okay, and yes, if you will take the subscription, you will be able to attend the live classes by all the top educators which are going on Unacademy Plus for your upcoming exam preparation. If you are going to take the Unacademy Plus subscription, what are the benefits you will get? So live classes will be there, test series will be there, unlimited practice you will be able to do. Okay, structured schedule for the courses will be there, and in each and every course doubt clearing sessions are also there, mock test will be there. So all these things together will help you a lot to prepare very well for your exam. In Iconic subscription, all these benefits you will get. Okay, so that is the difference between the Iconic and the Plus subscription. If you want to take the Iconic subscription or Plus subscription, in both the cases you can use and apply the referral code, which is Anjali Arora, and you will get the 10% discount at the same time. Okay, just after applying and using this referral code. Also guys, there is gonna be a scholarship test on 14th March. Okay, the time and all the details have been mentioned here. This is for the physical sciences. If you want to attend this test on this date, and this is on Sunday at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you can attend this test. Okay, and you can even get the scholarship on the basis of your result. Also, these are the terms and conditions which have been mentioned here for the test. Clear? Now next thing is related to the batch courses we are gonna have. So on Unacademy Plus, there are gonna be the courses by the educators, which are the individual courses, but along with that the batch courses are even there. Batch courses means there are different educators conducting the sessions for different subjects in one particular course, and that's a batch course. So one new course is starting from 17th March, but even a course that was a batch course has started on 3rd March. Clear? So if you want to join the sessions of this course, even you want to continue with this one, so even if you will take the subscription at this point of time right now today, you will be able to watch the recordings of the sessions of the previous classes, okay, which have been conducted, and that's how you will be able to cover up each and everything, and you will not miss anything. Clear? Now the another information is about the Abhyas test series, which is a free test series for everyone. So even if you have taken the subscription or if you have not taken the subscription, you can attempt these tests, and they will help you to prepare for your upcoming exam as well. Along with this guys, on this 13th and 14th March, we are gonna have the All India Ranker Summit. So you all can even join the sessions in this one, because they will help you to know about the journey of the toppers and to know about how they have prepared and many other things. As you can see, most of the points have been mentioned on the slide. Clear? So this is how the Ranker Summit will help you in your preparation. You will get to know about the experience of the toppers and how they have prepared for the exam. Clear? So I hope everything will be clear to all of you now. Let's start the discussion. So today's session will be all about numerical techniques, okay, which is one of the very important topic of mathematical physics. Let's start the discussion about it. The first method I'm going to discuss here is the bisection method, which is quite easy in comparison to other methods. But again, it is important that we all should know about the exact steps, approach, what will be the process to solve any question by using the bisection method, and why we will use it and when we will use it. So all the things we are going to cover. If in the question it will be mentioned, normally for the numerical techniques, okay, you prefer to select a particular method or you use any method only when it is mentioned in the question that okay, use the Newton-Raphson method, okay, use the trapezoidal rule, okay, use this method or that method. If it will be clearly mentioned, then you will use that particular method. Or even in case if they have provided you some hint about it, that okay, this is the step size, and then you are getting okay, this step size has been given. With this step size, I'm gonna get some idea or some hint. So that's how once you are getting some hints or you are getting the direct confirmation about that method that they are asking you to use it, then only you will prefer to use that method in the questions in the exam from the numerical techniques. Okay, now let's proceed for the bisection method. Another thing, why we use it and when we use it. So for example, if any time this is the type of equation which has been given to you, which is fx is equal to 0 form. Okay, now in this case they are asking you to find the roots of the given polynomial, In this case, what you will do, you will use this method if it has been mentioned that use the bisection method. But you will be able to use it when you will be familiar that when to use this, like what will be the steps to solve the question by using bisection method. So let's talk about it right now. See, if I'm going to talk about the bisection method, there will be some equation which will be given to you. For example, it can be x squared minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Since I have written some random equation right now, so we can't say it is the exact or something else you will have. But right now I've just written one equation. Okay, you can even have something given to you like x minus 4 x square, or like anything can be there. So I'm just showing you the form of the equation, that how it will be given. Okay, so now in any such case, if they are asking you to find the root of the given polynomial by using the bisection method, so your first step, the very first step you will take will be that you will find two consecutive integers. Two consecutive integers means what? A and B. For example, 0, 1, 1, 2. It can even be 0. 0 is allowed. You can take 0. Either 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. They should be the consecutive numbers. Okay. So you will have to firstly select any two consecutive numbers in such a way that the value of the function at one point should be less than 0 and at another point it should be greater than 0. Clear? This is how you will have to select that the values A and B. They can be any consecutive numbers, but they should satisfy the condition that at one value, the value of the function should be less than 0. At another value, the value of the function should be greater than 0. Now what will happen in this case? Let's say I'm going to show it on the number line. For example, you are having the values A present here, the value A present here, the value B present here. I am showing the x values here below the line and fx value above the line. I am saying that fa is less than 0, which means the function value at x is equal to a is negative. Less than 0 means what? Negative. And fb is greater than 0, which means it's a positive value. Clear? Now in between these two values of the function, there will be some point where the value of the function will be 0, because one side it's negative, another side it's positive. I'm not talking about the x value negative or x value positive. I'm talking about the fx values here. Done. A and B will be any two consecutive values. They are integers. They are not the decimal numbers. Okay, and that's how you are going to get the information about it. Next point. What you need to do? You need to add these two values, a plus b upon 2. For example, here you are going to get a plus b upon 2. Clear? In this case, what will happen? This is, let's say you got the value c. Clear? And at this c point, you will check the function's value. For example, you are going to find it fc and you got it positive. You can take anything. It can be negative, it can be positive, it can be anything. For example, it is positive. When it is positive, then you will have to consider C and A in the next step. One negative, one positive you will keep on considering. And what positive, negative? The value of the function. Okay. And another example is if this value is negative. If this value is negative. If it is negative, then you will make the pair of these two. One negative, one positive. But if it is positive, then you will have to consider these two. Okay. That can be any case in any question. Next point. Once you have got it, one positive, one negative, again you will make the pair, get their center point value. Bisection method. It will just keep on bisecting the points, like from the center you are going to get that midpoint there. Okay, so it's going to be a plus c upon 2. That is the point D, for example. Clear? In this case, again you will find the value of the function. Let's say this is the point where the value of the function is 0. So this D point is the root of the given polynomial. And let's say for that side you got some point. It's just another case I am showing you. Clear? Let's say you got some point E. In the same way you will find C plus C is this point. C plus B upon 2. Let's say that is E. And let's say the function's value at point E is negative. So when it is negative, what you will have to do? Negative and positive. Okay, then you will have to consider negative and one positive value. That means two roots you will get there. So negative, positive, no. Have a look at this. This black side, okay, black color one, and this one. We have just considered their sum upon 2, then we got that negative value. Okay, that center value. So negative you will have to take with the positive one, this one, and then you will get their midpoint. Clear? By taking e plus b upon 2, you got that midpoint. Now you have to check the function's value at that midpoint. If it is 0, that is the root of the polynomial. This is how you will keep on taking the steps until and unless you are gonna get the root of the polynomial if they have asked you to find the same thing. Clear? So this is how the bisection method works. Now please let me know in the comments if there is any doubt anybody is gonna have in this method and something is not clear to you, you can mention it. If it is clear, I'm gonna talk about the next method, that will be Newton-Raphson method. So please let me know in the bisection method, is there any doubt anybody is having? If yes, you can ask about it, you can mention it. And if it is clear, please mention clear in the comments. Okay, we'll talk about the next method then. So is there any doubt? Is there something which is not clear to you and you want to ask about that particular point? Or is everything all right and clear? Okay, if you will have any question, you can mention it. I will talk about that point. Till that point of time, I'm going to start the discussion about the Newton-Raphson method, as there is no question till now in the comments. Okay, so let's start the discussion about it. Newton-Raphson method. What is this method and how it's going to help us? Again, if you are going to have any polynomial, that means again some function of x, it can be x square minus 2x plus 3, or it can be x square plus 5x minus 4 or minus 6 or anything. So any such equation is given to you and that is equal to 0. Either they will give you equal to 0 or you can take it on your own. And if it is mentioned in the question that you have to use the Newton-Raphson method, then what you will do, you will have to start solving the question in the same way as we were considering it in the bisection method. So what will be actual the steps you have to take? See here, first of all you have to consider the initial guess values. Okay, and what will be these initial guess values? These will be the two consecutive numbers. Once again, for example, a and b, these are the two consecutive numbers. Clear? Next point, if I'm going to talk about the a and b points, the value of the function you have to check, these points should be in such a way that at one point the value of the function should be less than 0, while at the another point the value of the function should be greater than 0. The condition is same, these 2 points a and b should be the consecutive points. Consecutive means if a is 1, b can be 2. If a is 5, b can be 6 or 4. So consecutive numbers should be there, and they should be in such a way that the function's value at one point less than 0, at another point greater than 0. Okay, next point. Now you need to start proceeding further. This was just your first step. Either they will give you a and b values in the question, but always remember they should be the consecutive values. Clear? Or if it is not given, you have to consider it on your own. If they will not be given in that question, it will be easy for you to consider those values and to write them in this manner or to check them. Clear? It will be easy. So it's not a difficult thing, because normally we get them like 0, 1, 1, 2, something like initial values. Next, if I'm going to talk about the next step, now you need to compare the magnitudes. For example, FA, it will have some magnitude. Right now it is negative and positive value we have checked, but magnitude means don't consider the negative sign, both values will be positive at this time. FB, for example, if the magnitude of FB is less than the magnitude of FA, for example, FA was minus 12 and FB was 5. Clear? So FA was minus 12 and FB was 5 plus 5. But the magnitude, that is 12, will be greater than 5. So here we have got the value of the function at B point, which is less in magnitude than the value of the function at point A. Clear? So which means our initial guess value which we will consider will be B, which means x naught is equal to what? B you will take. Whose magnitude is smaller, that point you will take as initial guess value. While both were the initial guess values you have taken, but this is a way how you can select the initial guess value. Once you have selected that, what you need to do now? You will have to consider this formula. Now what you will have to do, here we are going to have x1 is equal to x naught minus fx naught upon f dash x naught. Clear? what is this x naught and fx naught and f dash x naught? Whatever initial guess value you have got now, just put that value in this function's expression. So you will get fx naught. If you will find its first order derivative, for example, you are going to differentiate it with respect to x, you got the first order derivative. Now you need to find its value at x is equal to x naught, and this is how, if you are going to get the next value x1, that will be the next iteration value or the next guess value you will have. Okay, it's basically with the help of iterations you are finding, and even this method is known as Newton-Raphson iterative method, because there are different iterations we are gonna have. Clear? In the previous years in CSIR NET exam, the questions we have got from this method, in those questions they have asked about finding the next iteration value or the guess value. Okay, what will be the second iteration value? So that's how they have just asked us to find this thing. Clear? And if you know about the initial guess value, you will just put its value in this formula here, x naught minus function's value at x naught upon the first order derivative of function and its value at x naught. This is how you will be able to consider it. But is this the final answer or the root of the given polynomial? No, it is not. So what we will have to do to find the root? In this way, let's say from here you have got the x1 dash as the answer of this. x1 dash as the answer. Clear? Now what you will do, you want to find x2. So you will put x1 dash minus, or that is exactly the value of x1. Okay, x1 dash, f dash, x1 dash, and this will give you x2. For example, fx1 dash, you got it equal to 0. Okay, if it is equal to 0, you got it equal to x1 dash, which was the previous iteration. Okay, the previous iteration value you have got, that was x1 dash, and now your next iteration value is same as that one, that is x1 dash. Clear? So it means this x1 dash was the root of the given polynomial, and that's why this value you got equal to 0. So this is how you will get root. And if it is not giving you the same value as the previous iteration, which means fx1 dash was not 0, in that case what you have to do, you have to consider, let's say you got here x2 dash. So you have to work for the next iteration value, okay, which will be x3, and you will write x2 dash minus fx2 dash upon, okay, f dash x2 dash. You will keep on finding it until and unless you are getting the next iteration value equal to the previous iteration value, because that point will give you the root of the polynomial. In general, you can consider that condition xn plus 1 is equal to xn. n plus 1 means just one number next than the n, but if these two values are equal, that is the root of the polynomial. This is how you will be able to get it, and that was our Newton-Raphson method. And in the Newton-Raphson method, this formula is the very important one. This is the iterative formula or iteration formula, which is xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus fxn upon f dash xn, which is very important. If there is any doubt, Arpita, we will try to consider the questions too after completing the discussion part. Okay, otherwise like we will be able to consider just few methods here. So what I'm going to do in this session today, I will complete the discussion about the methods, and if even we will have some time remaining after the discussion, I will take the questions too. Okay, and after the session you can even try to do any question from the previous years based on these methods. Okay, and you will easily be able to do it. That's why I'm explaining each and every condition and example here, so that you will not have any difficulty in solving the questions. So please let me know, is it all right and clear? And if there is any question, anything which is not clear to you, you want to ask, you can let me know about it and we'll talk about that point. So please let me know if there is any doubt or anything is not clear to you. And if it is clear, I'm going to talk about the next method. So please mention your question if there is any question, any query, any doubt. Okay, so guys, the next method will be Newton's forward difference method. You may have heard about it. It's even quite easy. All the methods are easy. We just need to know about an approach, and we can just apply those steps there in the questions and we can get the answer. So all are gonna be quite easy, but a better understanding with the method will make it easy. So it means it's important to know about the steps, it's important to know about the formula included in that particular method, okay, or which is gonna help us to get the answer. So that is something which is important for you, and once it will be clear, you are ready to solve any question based on the method. Okay, let's talk about it. Newton's forward difference method. Now, what is this method, where you will use it, what type of questions you can expect from this part? This is the first thing we need to consider here. So if I'm going to talk about Newton's forward difference method, the type of question which you will get, they will give you lists of x values, like the table regarding the x values, and they will also give you the fx values corresponding to that, which means a table has been given, okay, in which the x values have been mentioned, the fx values have been mentioned, and they will be something like this. I'm going to show you just by drawing that table here. For example, okay, the next method, let's consider it in this way. For example, x fx, y is equal to fx, we all know 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Some fx values, for example, it's gonna be anything. I'm not writing that value particularly right now. y0, y1, y2, y3, depending on the function, what is the function has been given, you will get some values here. But I'm just giving them symbols, y0, y1, y2, y3 and all. Clear? So in this way, what will happen? Just a second. Okay. So in this way, what will happen? It's gonna be y5. Clear? In this way, if you are gonna have the data given to you, now the first thing you need to observe is the step size h. What is the step size? Step size is this difference between the two consecutive x values. So what is that? 0 and 2, difference 2. 2 and 4, difference 2. 4 and 6, difference 2. Difference 2, difference 2. Easily you can consider it. And this equal difference which has been given between the two consecutive x values is known as the step size. Okay, what we call it? The step size. How we show it or we denote it with the symbol h. Clear? That's important. Another thing. So what they are going to ask in the question? They have given you some data here. They can ask you to find the value of the function at let's say 3.5, or they can ask you to find the value of the function at 3. Any value which will be existing in between these values, they can ask you to find the value of the function at that particular point. They may not give you just 3, they can give you 3.75, 3.02, something like this. So you will have to use this method there, and it will make that calculation easy for you if you are going to proceed by using the Newton's forward difference method there. I hope you got the question. They will give you the table, such type of table. They will give you the functions value. They will give you the x values. From there, you need to get the h values, and after that they will ask you to find the value of the function at some point x dash, which will be lying between any of these range or the limits, like that can be in between these two values, 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 or anywhere. It can exist anywhere. Okay. Now how you will find it? There is a formula as per the Newton's forward difference method. Before knowing about that formula, I am going to explain you how to make the table. Okay. So for that, let me just clear it a little bit. So I hope the step size, how you will consider it, that will be clear. And still, if there is any doubt, please let me know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, I have not started with 0 this time, but still the step size will remain 2. So it's okay. Okay, let's continue. So if I'm going to talk about the next thing here, this is a Newton forward difference method. So what we need to do here, we need to find the difference. The next value minus the previous value. 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 It should be in between these two. The next value minus the previous value. Okay. So between these two you can write one. Between these two you can write another. Between these two you can write. And this will make the things more systematic. Okay. But right now it's going here and there. But if you want, you can consider it in this way. This will be basically delta y. What is this? This is delta y naught. What is this? This is delta y1. What is this? Delta y2, delta y3, delta y4. Okay, next you will find delta 2 y. Okay, how? Delta y1 minus delta y0. Second minus first. If you will make mistake in the sequence, your answer can get wrong. Next, delta y2 minus delta y1. This will be what? Delta 2 y0. This will be what? Delta 2 y1. Next will be what? Delta 2 y2, delta 2 y3. That's how you will keep on finding the difference, and this is how you will be able to get to know about the values of delta y0, delta 2 y0, delta 3 y0 further. Okay, that will be delta 2 y1 minus delta 2 y0. This is how you will have to make the table until and unless only one term you are going to have in that particular column, because you can't find its difference with any other value then. Clear? So you will have to keep on making the table in this way. Now once you got to know how to make the table, what is the step size h, and you know about all these things, after this here is the formula as per the Newton's forward difference method, which you need to know to solve any question by using this method. So the formula, for example, if they have asked you to find the value of the function at some point x which is lying in between any such given values of x, so in that case this is the formula which you can use. And what is it? Have a look at this. y0, the value of the function at the given initial point x, the first value of x, that is the y0 value. Okay, so y0 you will put here. Then u is what? U is x minus x0 upon h. X is that point here at which they have asked us to find the value of the function, that is the value x. Okay, at which they have asked us to find the value of the function. For example, 3.02, 3.75, anything in between the values given to you. So that point is x. X minus x0. X0 is the initial, the first value of x which has been given to you. That is what? X naught. X0 means the first value of x that you will write here upon h. What is h? I have already told you, that is the step size. Okay, here it was 2 in this example, and in this way, as per the question given to you, you will check the step size. You will just put its value here and you can proceed further. Next point. If I'm going to talk about the next one, that's gonna be y0 plus u into delta y0. I have told you what is delta y0. You will just put its value here. U into u minus 1 upon factorial to delta 2 y0, which is this value. Just put it here, plus so on 2. This is how you will be able to write the further terms in this series if required. For example, you just got delta 2 y0 or you got delta 3 y0, but after that you are not having more terms, so only one more term you have to write. And how you will write it? U into u minus 1 into u minus 2 upon factorial 3 delta 3 y0. This is how in the similar manner more terms you will keep on writing, and that will completely depend on the table you are gonna have, that how you will be able to write that particular value. Okay, so guys, I hope everything will be clear to all of you, but if there is any doubt at any point anybody is gonna have, please let me know about it. I will talk about that point. And if you are getting the methods, okay, after this session you can even try to solve any question based on these methods which I am explaining you right now from the previous years, and you will be able to solve them if you will get the methods first. Okay, and now let me know if there is any doubt in this method anybody is gonna have, and after that we are gonna take another method. Okay, we'll start the discussion about the other methods after this, and those are gonna be trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule. All the three methods I will explain after this, but waiting for your reply first. If there is any doubt, mention it in the comments, and if no doubt, let's talk about the next method. We'll even tell you some trick to memorize it. Very good, Arpita. Like all the formulae, how you can memorize, how you can compare them, and they will become simple, easy for you to memorize. The first method we are going to take is the trapezoidal rule. Clear? What is this trapezoidal rule? When you will use it in the questions, will you use it just to solve the integration all the time? No, you will not. Then when you will use this method, whenever it has been mentioned in the question that okay beta, solve this question by using the trapezoidal rule, then only you will go for it. or if they have provided you some hint or some idea about the step size and something they have mentioned in the question which is providing you the hint regarding trapezoidal rule, then after getting that hint you can proceed with this method. Until and unless they have talked about anything regarding this method, they have asked you to use it, you will not go for it. Okay, it's not a normal method that you can apply it anywhere to get the integration answer. No, no, no. And why no? What is the reason behind this no? Because these numerical techniques, these methods which we are going to have, every method is going to have some of the error, some amount of error will be there in their answers. So which means if you will use these methods without even having some hint, without even having this thing given in the question that okay you need to use this method and you are going to proceed by doing the integration with these methods, तो आपके आंसर में थोड़ा सा एरर आ सकता है और उस एरर की वजह से आपका आंसर जो फर्दर है वो गलत हो सकता है। जब तक आपसे पूछा ना जाए और आपको कहा ना जाए कि ये मेथड यूज करना है तब तक आप प्रेफर नहीं करेंगे इसको यूज करना, ठीक है। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द नेक्स्ट वन, ट्रेपेजॉइडल रूल। So guys, basically in any such question, basically trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule, they are going to help us to solve the integration. So for example, if I'm going to talk about the integration question which has been given in this form, a to b, or you can take the limits x0 to xn in lower limit and the upper limit, clear, fx dx. So if this is your question, now what you can do, either they will provide you some information about the step size in the question, or they will provide you the information about the number of steps. So for example, if the n has been given, what is n I will tell you, or the information about the h has been given. So you need to know one thing, h is equal to upper limit minus lower limit upon the number of steps. Okay, what is this n? Let's talk about it. So if they are saying okay 2 steps you need to take or 4 steps you need to take, what I mean by the 2 or 4 steps, have a look at this. For example, integration 0 to 3 has been given, okay, and some function is there and dx is there. So they have given you like okay you have to take the step size or 1, okay, step size 1. So they have given you h is equal to 1, that is step size. So when you will make the table to get the values of y0, y1, y2, you are gonna start with the lower limit which is 0. Then you will have to take the step size 1, which means 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 2 2, 2 plus 1 3. So you reach to the upper limit and this is how you will stop at that point. Here you are getting the y values, this is y0, this is y1, this is y2, this is y3. So what is n here? This is n, this is n, okay, that is 3. But how you can get to know if you are having only h given to you? So upper limit minus lower limit upon h, that will be equal to n, which is 3. You can see here even when I have mentioned the values, I was getting 3 as the n value. But even if they will give us just n value which is 3, so what we will do, h is equal to what? Upper limit minus lower limit upon n, that is 3. You will get 1, which is what? Which is the step size. So this is how you can get to know about it. This will be easier way to find any of the things n or h if one thing has been given, clear? Next point, once you got to know about it, now you know how to make the table. Once you know how to make the table, the same formation you have to do in the Simpson's 1/3 rule or Simpson's 3/8 rule along with the trapezoidal rule. So it's gonna remain same in all the rules, okay? So table formation ekdam same. Now what we need to do next, we need to consider the formulae. Because once we will get to know about the exact formula for the trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule, we can solve any such question based on any of these methods. So have a look at the formula now. I'm going to compare the formula for all the 3 methods because then you will find it quite easy. Rest of the information about the relation between h and n, okay, how to make the table, all the things will remain same. But one more difference is there in the trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule and the Simpson's 3/8 rule. What is that? In trapezoidal rule, there is no restriction about the n values, whether that is even, that is odd, that is multiple of 2 or 3, anything. No restriction is there in the trapezoidal rule. While in the Simpson's 1/3 rule, n should be even number. That is the point. N should be even number. And if I'm going to talk about the Simpson's 3/8 rule, n should be the multiple of 3. Okay, these are the conditions on n values. Now, after knowing about the conditions related to n values, let's start the discussion about the integration formula which we are going to have as per the trapezoidal rule. So here it is h upon 2 y naught plus yn. What is y naught? The first value of y. When you are making the table, the first value of y in all the methods, whether Simpson's 1/3, Simpson's 3/8 or trapezoidal, you need to add this value with this value, the first and last values together in first bracket without even multiplying them with any number. Have a look at this. Y naught plus yn plus 2 into sum of rest of the values. So sum of rest of the values, whatever values are in between, okay, whatever values are in between except the first and the last one, you just need to add them and multiply them with 2 as per trapezoidal rule. So if you will consider them just by forming the table and by considering the values which are present in the formula, it will be easy for you to consider these things, okay? So as per trapezoidal rule, what is the formula which you can use to get the integration? H upon 2 y naught plus yn plus 2 y1 plus y2 plus so on to plus yn minus 1. I hope it is clear, but if there is any doubt, please let me know. We'll talk about it. And if everything clear, that's good. Let's compare this formula with the Simpson's 1/3 rule. Okay, have a look at this. This term y naught plus yn will be similarly present in Simpson's 1/3 and Simpson's 3/8. Look at this y naught plus yn. Look at this y naught plus yn. Okay, no term has been multiplied even. Clear? So these are the same. Now, in the Simpson's 1/3 rule, h upon 3 will be there instead of h upon 2. In Simpson's 3/8 rule, 3h by 8 will be there instead of h upon 2 or h upon 3. Okay, 3/8. Another thing, here when you are writing the expression of the formula in Simpson's 1/3 rule, here you will write 2 multiplied with some term sum and the 4 multiplied with some of the other term sum, okay, or the y values. So have a look at this. 2 into sum of the y values which are located at the position of the values which are gonna come in the table of 2. So have a look at this. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, so y2, y4, y6, like that. And rest of the values except the first and last and these position values, the rest you will write in the last bracket and multiply the sum of those values with 4. This is how you will be able to get the answer as per Simpson's 1/3 rule. While when we are going to talk about the another thing, that's going to be Simpson's 3/8 rule. So in this case, what's going to happen? Again, 2 has been written here, but this time the table of 3 we are reading. The position where we are going to have the 3, 6, 9, 12 like that, you are going to write the values of y here, okay, those position values, and rest of the values you will write in the last bracket and multiply it with 3. So that is a little bit difference in the 1/3 and the 3/8 rule, and by comparing them in this manner, you will simply be able to get the difference and you will be able to memorize them too. Please let me know if there is any doubt anybody is gonna have in any of these methods. And if everything clear, that's good. But if there is any question, anything you want to ask, you can mention it in the comments regarding the discussion we have done. And whenever you want to solve any integration by using Simpson's 1/3 trapezoidal or Simpson's 3/8 rule, just use these methods directly and you will be able to get the answer. Arpita, most of the times they are going to provide any one of these things to us in the question, either step size or the number of steps, okay, you will have to take, or if they are going to ask it, so from the options you can get the help regarding that. If they are asking it and nothing else has been given and they are asking any one of these things, so then in that case, from the options you can take the idea and one by one you can start taking the options. This is how you can consider. Clear? So guys, I hope everything is clear. If there is any question, Arpita, for example, they are gonna ask what is the minimum value of n for which you will get the answer of integration by the Simpson's 1/3 and the exact method same. Exact मतलब normal integration. तो अगर आपसे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए कि कौन सी मिनिमम वैल्यू है n की जिसके लिए दोनों का आंसर सेम आएगा, आपको ऑप्शंस में कुछ वैल्यू दी होगी, आप सबसे छोटी वाली वैल्यू को लेकर स्टार्ट कीजिए सॉल्व करना. क्या पता उसी से सेम आ जाए, नहीं तो उसके बाद वाली। तो ऐसे ऑप्शन से तब आप लेंगे, ठीक है, जब ऐसा कुछ क्वेश्चन आएगा जिसमें कुछ नहीं दिया, और अदरवाइज like I have told you, that way you have to consider it. So guys, as I have told you about the All India Ranker Summit, clear? So you all can join the sessions which we will have in this summit, as well as I have told you about the batch course which is gonna start on 17th March. If you want to join the sessions of this batch course and all other batch courses which are gonna start and which are even going on Unacademy Plus, then you can take the Unacademy Plus subscription. And guys, even another batch course which has started on 3rd March, if you want to join the sessions of this batch course, then also you can take the subscription, because the recordings of the previous classes will be available to you, and that's how you'll be able to cover up each and everything. In each and every course we are having the doubt clearing sessions, so you will even be able to like ask your doubts regarding the previous sessions if there will be any doubt, and you will be able to get them clearly. Here on this slide, the difference between the Plus and the Iconic subscription have been mentioned. Also, the benefits of taking the Plus subscription has been shown. In the starting of the session also, I have done the discussion about these points. So quickly now I'm gonna just show you the slides, because I hope everything will be clear to all of you. About the Abhyas test series, when you are gonna join these tests, you will have to use the code Anjali Arora for the first time, and by using this code you can unlock the test and you can just attend the test too. Clear? And guys, along with this, if you want to take the Unacademy Plus subscription, or even if you want to join the special classes which are the free live sessions, then you can like even use, see, to join the special classes for the first time you will have to use the code which is same Anjali Arora. Clear? To take the Unacademy Plus subscription, if you want to get the 10% discount in the total subscription amount, then also you can use this referral code which is Anjali Arora, and you can get the 10% discount in the total subscription amount in this way by using and by applying this referral code. Thank you so much everyone for joining this session. Thank you. I hope each and everything will be clear to all of you, but if there will be any doubt, you can tell me about it and we will do the discussion about those points. Thank you everyone for joining this session.